Let's quickly understand why you should use Google Sheets. What is the reason? Now, very important, it is one of the most popular spreadsheet out there, right? And then it has a very large community. And then third, it has a huge community support as well. So now we'll basically go ahead and we'll understand how to access Google Sheets. So to do that, let me just quickly take you to my browser. So let's come back to Google. So whenever you open your Google, you'll basically see this button over here, and if you scroll down, you'll see something called Sheets. So as soon as you click on the Sheets, you'll basically land on this particular page. You have to click on page and you'll see this spreadsheet, blank spreadsheet, okay? So I'll just name this as session 1 for our understanding, and you see this particular section over here. Now this is called a ribbon. This section that you see over here, this particular section is basically what you call a ribbon. Now each of these are basically rows and these are columns, okay? So if I go and click on any random row here, so this is basically called a cell, okay? Now whenever I say cell, each cell has a naming, it still has a nomenclature. Now how do you see that naming? So if you see here, if I click on this, you see there is something called B7 over here. So what do you mean by B7? So B stands for the row that we are basically trying to identify, and 7 stand for the column. So if you see, it is B over here, the row, and if I click here, it is B7. If I click it here, it is I. What is the column? 19. So you can see I19. If I click it here, it is B12. If I click it here, E22, right? That's how the nomenclature basically works, right? And this is the ribbon. In ribbon, you will find different options. We're going to explore all of them one by one. So you will see file, edit, view, insert, format, data, tools, extensions. We're going to discuss all of that in a moment, okay?